Okay, thanks, Dhaval. So let's quickly go to question answer. Um, the recording is still on, but I will stop after question answer.
Sure.
So please go on. Anyone?
I have a question. Hello.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. So could you just go to that place where you calculated using that Biot-Savart law
Okay. This
in
guy.
the PDF of the local contribution? Yes. So the next slide, I think, and even
This.
later, no, even later, I think. Yeah, this one. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So here, oh no, before the summary, the PDF. Yes,
PDF of
yes.
what?
So yeah,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't call it the PDF. I guess it's
No, it's just the
yeah, it's
expectation.
the is okay, expectation value. So I'm just curious to know if does it cross? Does it start from positive values and then goes to negative, or like it's always below zero? Like, is there any self amplification at lower values, and then does it become negative later on?
Uh, yeah, you are actually kind of right. It does something like that.
And
But
is that point at which you start? I mean, is the point at which it becomes negative? Does it depend on the Reynolds, or is it like it's not easy to say?
it does depend on the Reynolds. So what is happening here is, so this curve, this plot is a bit dense because there are too many lines. But like let's just focus on these dashed lines, okay? Like there's this red line, then there's this green line, and then there's this blue line. All of them dashed. And if you look closely here, what you will see is that the blue lines are a bit shifted to the right compared to the red, and the green one is shifted to like the right compared to the red one also. So essentially, there is a dependence on the Reynolds number. So what happens is that for a larger Reynolds number, you need to go to like a more extreme value of omega of the entropy for this trend to occur, which in a way makes sense because if the viscosity is smaller, you would expect the amplification to happen to a larger value before this attenuation takes over. Does that make sense?
Okay. I didn't see the link with the viscosity, but maybe I have to like think about it a bit more. One another question which I had is like just as I was thinking is the point at which it crosses over, if it scales with the Reynolds, like does it scale inferior to the bound, or is it like proportional to the bound? Because you said there's a bound on the non-local transfer, so if there is this crossover term, so I'm thinking of this
Yes, it does.
regularity of the Navier-Stokes equation. So it's like
It does depend on
okay,
Reynolds,
so
the
it's
crossover. I have not shown it here, but we have explored it actually like much further, and it does depend on the Reynolds number.
and like what is the exponent lower than the other bound which is there, which Constantine did
For the local, you mean?
for the non-local he had the bound, right? So I'm just curious to know if
Okay.
this one scales so
For the
that the whole thing can
non-local,
be bounded.
okay, so we have not looked at the bound of the non-local. We have mostly looked at what is happening with the local. So I
I
don't
see
have
what you
the
mean. Okay,
answer to your question. I don't have the exact
yeah,
answer to your
it's
question.
okay. Yeah, okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay,
Thanks. Yeah,
some
no.
other question? Okay, if not, then I will ask maybe a couple of questions.
Sure.
So, K max eta greater than 2, no? I mean, I thought then it is going to diffusive scales
Uh,
where fluid approximation, I mean, that's what I had basic understanding that hydrodynamic approximation itself may be breaking down when K max eta is greater than 2. That means scales below the Kolmogorov scale. The fluid is basically getting so diffuse that um, well, that's what my
you
understanding was. You
you
understand my
mean like
point?
the thermodynamic?
Yes, in fact, something which I heard Einstock.
Yeah. So that would happen at scales which are like around like 10 times smaller than Kolmogorov or something.
I see.
I mean, based on his talk, that's what I remember.
Hmm.
So we are resolving like roughly like one half or like 1/4 of Kolmogorov, which is like still a bit far away from 1/10.
Yeah, so my feeling is that I mean, I really have not done much in regularity problem,
Mm-hmm.
but when you go to microscopic scales like kinetic theory, then thermodynamics takes over. So regularization is really not a problem of physics; it is a problem of mathematics. I think so.
That's
So
right. It is. Yeah. It's not a physics thing. Yeah. But it's like still a mathematically very important question.
okay. So the
Yeah. So
second,
physical flows by definition will always be regular and smooth, right? Because they are like real flows. The question is whether the mathematical equations which describe these flows are adequately describing them.
no, I think no, but philosophically, uh, it's not that mathematics is a part of, well, the mathematical equations under certain approximations describe reality.
Yes.
Like Schrodinger equation is not supposed to be valid for all sorts of systems. No, then field theory will come over, take over, and field theory will not work for some regime. So that is why. So Navier-Stokes equation below some regime, okay, k max eta 1/10, then it is not there anymore. So we can't say that I'm going to go to zero scale to see singularity in physical theory, or so there is already a cutoff from coming from physics. Now, for some fluid, it may come down to even smaller. Okay, then maybe some new physics will come. But I mean, of course, your talk is very interesting. So I just wanted to think on these lines. So that's nothing
Yeah,
to.
I think the regularity problem is essentially like a mathematical problem.
Okay,
It's not like a physics problem.
okay,
I don't disagree with that.
okay, okay.
But like I don't think like anything below Kolmogorov is like a I think the incompressible Navier-Stokes are supposed to describe much beyond the Kolmogorov length scale.
You see.
Because when we look at the atmospheric flows,
Hmm.
like a lot of things, like for example, like the collision of droplets and things like that,
Hmm.
they happen at Kolmogorov or below Kolmogorov. Essentially, we use this assumption that the size of the particles is smaller than Kolmogorov, right?
True, but how far? But I don't want to go to kinetic theory, but fluid approximation starts to break down. I don't know. I can't really say how far, at what value of KMI. Well, let me discuss. Let's discuss it privately. So we don't want to do
Sure,
it.
but I think if we just like a very quick comment, I think like the
Okay.
fluid approximation, if we look at it like in some absolute numbers,
Uh,
it I think it breaks down at something like nanometers or something.
Actually, I think it much above that, according to me. Okay. Now we'll discuss it privately. Okay. So maybe.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So second thing I want to say is so I look at flux, the energy flux, and even entropy flux. So
Yes.
that's what we have been doing in our lab, and that
You
could
mean like
give us
in wave number space
in
or
wave number space. Yes, Kolmogorov flux
okay.
in wave number space. So not by
Okay.
structure function, but compute them by energy transfers. Now I wonder when you're looking at very small scales, no, and the flux could be useful thing. I mean, you could do it from your data. I mean, these are very interesting set of data you got, and that could be explored. It takes a bit of time, of course, but you're done 18,000 cubes, so for you, you can easily do them. Okay, this is a
Okay.
comment on
Okay,
flux.
sure. Yeah.
So
Actually
flux
we did
probably will
look
be
at
very small, very tiny, but does it become flat zero, or is it decreasing? Because in dissipation range of Navier-Stokes, we looked at the energy flux. It climbs down in the dissipation range, but I don't know beyond k max theta. All our calculations are k max theta till 1, not lower than that. I mean, zero point 0.5. So I mean, nothing
okay.
nothing beyond. Well, we have not gone to Kmax 6, Kmax theta 6.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'd like to say. Okay, good. So I think these are some remarks I wanted to make and some queries.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. So if there's no other question, we can stop and I mean, I'll just talk to, I think we can continue after. So people can quit.